going on?
Thanks,
we are so happy to be here at Foxwoods Casino. I can't believe that.
Guys are braving the storm.
Yes, yes.
Do you guys know about
There's a lot going on out there right
a
now.
Tornado and like flash flooding. Is that real? I mean, because we're from the East Coast. We spend a lot of time on the West Coast, so everything. Like they get 3 drops of rain, the whole state shuts down, and everyone goes and hides for a week.
And I have friends calling from the East Coast. It's like, is California really burning down? And I'm like, not really. There's like little spots, but they make it on the news.
Well,
Everybody makes it so bad.
A lot of California actually
Well,
did
maybe
burn
it
down.
did, I don't know.
Huge sections, but we were okay.
We were okay.
Yes.
Yes. But actually, flying here was not as easy.
Oh my gosh.
We, I don't. Has anyone noticed it? Like air travel recently, it's gone to shit. I mean, really, like you can't get anywhere. It takes a week to get anywhere, right? We were like, okay, we're gonna go to Foxwoods, and we're gonna book some flights. Great. Okay. The connecting flights, the elapsed time, 13, 14 hours to get from LA to Connecticut.
And why no direct flights?
No direct flights. Everything's a connection. So we were like, you know what? We're gonna outsmart the system, guys. We're gonna go to JFK.
Yep.
We're gonna fly nonstop, okay? And then we're gonna drive. Because it's only like a 3-hour drive.
Also, this is because the last few pods live events that we've gone to, there's been so many delays. We've almost missed the pod. So we're trying to eliminate all connections because we just can't seem to get lucky. So go ahead.
So we get on. We wake up. We're on our way to the airport, and we get a little ding, and the flight is delayed.
Wasn't even I'm sorry. It was the night before.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Wait a minute.
I was asleep.
Yeah, time
it was
out.
midnight.
Okay, hold on.
That's right.
This is not a delay when there's a 12-hour advance note. That's a bump.
Yeah.
They canceled your plane.
Yeah.
They put you on a new plane
It's
completely.
True. It's true.
I don't know.
We didn't even get the same meal options.
Nothing.
We skipped breakfast, and I didn't even eat breakfast. So I was like, I hope they have some breakfast on the plane.
If Matt doesn't get breakfast, he
get hangry.
He gets very hangry.
I've got a fast metabolism.
It's super annoying. It's true. You could eat anything. He's shredded all the time. I hate him. But at the same time,
this is actually a thing. This is a real
It's a thing?
thing.
Okay.
Everybody, it's like a spectrum, right? And you got people who, unfortunately they eat and then they put on weight, and then there's the opposite end, which is me, which is all you have to do is think about eating, and you can't keep weight on.
Oh, you poor thing.
I know. This is what everybody says.
I know.
But I'm telling you, it's a job. I have to eat small meals throughout the day. I can't just eat normal meals. I have to break it up
all the time and whatever I want. I just lose weight constantly.
It's a job.
It's a terrible thing.
It's a job. It's awful.
Yeah, so they bumped our flight almost 2 hours, and then we fly nonstop, get into JFK, and we're like, all right, guys, look, at least we're here now. We'll make up some time on the drive. And then JFK can't get their act together, and we sit on the tarmac for 2 hours in the plane.
Just sat there.
Yeah, in the plane. 2 hours.
Yeah.
Literally. And by the time we rolled into Foxwoods, it was, damn past 12-something at night. And, but we got here, and they treated us fantastic.
Yeah.
So
that was a big shout out to Foxwoods because we've done a few of these now, traveling all the time, and it's awesome here. We had pizza last night. They hooked us up. The rooms are great.
Yep.
Hospitality's been wonderful.
Yeah, it's been really cool.
It's actually, I mean, straight up, it's competing with Vegas.
We just came from Vegas. Yeah. It's absolutely competing with Vegas.
Yeah, this is so much more fun, I think.
It is more fun. It's really awesome. And we're just thankful to be here. And honestly, truly thankful to you guys. This is so wild.
Yeah.
We really started this this little pod 2.5, 3 years ago, and we didn't really know what we were doing. Truly. And to be here and to be doing these live shows sort of all over the country now is really wild,
And to be here with all you guys, too, because
that's
really what it's
about.
about.
So truly, thanks so much for joining us. And
yeah, it's really awesome.
It's weird for us, too. It's very weird.
I think it's only weird for us, Joe.
It is weird for us. But I'm happy to be here and so thankful to you guys for making it possible. So
And thanks for sticking out the tornado.
Yes.
That's crazy.
And we were doing the meet and greet, and people were
asking about some live music.
Because we did some live music at one of the other pods, and we had our band and stuff, and that
we don't have a band.
We don't have our band, but Andy he never doesn't travel without his guitar ever, truly. And he's like, Joe, I think Matt, we got to do some music, and we're like,
so we were in the green room.
Truly,
we were just brushing up on a few little acoustics.
And and so
the pressure.
I don't know. We thought the least we could do is try to sing something for you guys today. So we're gonna do it old school style. We used to do it in the basement with Andy on his acoustic, jamming away and us singing and saving it with solos.
Exactly. About that. But,
So
Well, we have a pod song.
Yeah, that's true.
Which you just heard.
Yes.
Which isn't out there because I make music and never release it. That's
That's
something
Andy's hallmark,
my
isn't it?
brothers like to make fun of me for.
You are the only guy I know who works on a record for 20 years. He works on the songs for 20 years, never releases
Not
them.
20 years, but you
Oh,
know.
close, dude.
They're for me. They're for me. Anyway, so this is the. I guess this is
The Brotherly Love Pod theme song, right?
Yeah.
We'll give it a little.
Just like the living room.
This really is the living room. Welcome to our literal basement.
That's better.
That's better. Way better.
All right. Let's get that clap going
There you
again,
go.
if you don't mind, folks.
There we are. Do it. Ladies
There we go.
and gentlemen, whether it's late at night or early in the morning, now's your time to speak your mind. Yeah, let it all out. There's nothing that hesitation. It's just you and me, maybe the rest of the world, listening in on our conversation. Come on, just sit down and let's talk about it. Come on, sit down, 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 let's talk about it.
So yeah, tell me all I need to know, yeah. Break that levee and get on to a roll, yeah. Sit on down, it's time to beg your soul, yeah. Even if it's only for a minute. Time is now to say what's on your mind. Just sit back and let yourself unwind. Shed a tear and laugh or smile. Even if it's only for a minute.
Come on, just sit down and let's talk about it. Come on, sit down, 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 let's talk about it.
Yeah. Tell us how you feel. Let's just keep it real. Yeah, it's just a deal. Gonna keep it real. Come caught up, don't know what to do. Say your mind and speak your truth. Now's the time to go. Let's record that song.
Come on, just sit down and let's talk. Come on, just sit down and let's talk. Come on, just sit down and let's talk about it. All right.
Thanks, Andy.
Good
job, man.
So weird not having microphones.
I know, I'm
I
used
don't
to-
like this whole thing. I prefer
love.
the mic. 'Cause yeah, you get to do it.
All right, we're gonna do one more for you.
We're gonna do another one?
Yeah, we're gonna do one more.
Oh my God.
I'm just gonna do a little piece of it, but we're gonna take it all the way back to the Brotherly Love show.
Oh yeah, we wrote that theme song too.
Yeah.
That started all.
97 was
97.
that? Well, that's 95 that came out.
Really?
Right? Yes, it did.
Woo! So when did you
Yeah.
write that one, Joe?
Wrote it in 95, coming
Really?
off of Blossom, yeah. Wrote
Okay.
that song for us. So boy, that was a long time ago. 30 years.
Woo!
Yeah!
There it
1, 2, 3, 4.
Hey! Hey! 1, 2, 3.
It's been a long time out of touch, and it don't mean much. I am still connected to you. Yeah, been out there on my own, lately feeling all alone. Deep inside
thought you will always be with me too. No matter where you are, I thought you would always be with you. No matter where you are, I thought you would always, yeah. The thought of you will always, thought of you will always be with me too, yeah.
Oh, thank you, guys.
Thanks, guys.
It's very nice.
I feel like it's like a campfire, literally.
Yeah, this is like,
No backup track, no drum, nothing. Just acoustics and anyway.
Feel a little exposed up here.
Super exposed.
You know that nightmare in high school when you show up without your pants on?
Yeah, that's the one.
Kind
That
of a
only happened to
similar
you,
feeling.
though. That only happened to you, though.
Yeah.
I've never heard that.
Yeah.
Don't you, did you ever have those dreams where you show up in school and all of a sudden you're nude or something
What
and
the
you're like,
hell is
oh,
the matter with you?
I don't
You
know.
had dreams where you showed up to school
yeah,
naked?
yeah. Totally exposed to everybody. It
We're
was
gonna
very
have to get into that a
scary.
little later. That's
And then I had other dreams where I could fly. Wow.
Did you,
Those were
were they ever
great dreams.
did you ever combine the dreams?
Flying naked?
flying.
Around
Naked?
school?
Yeah,
What the heck?
around school. Flying
Wow,
naked around
strange-
school.
Strange stuff coming out here.
Oh, to be that free.
Yeah, to be that free. Yeah, wow. That was it. We actually went to school on the East Coast, you know.
did.
Well, we grew up on the East Coast. We're from
Yeah,
there.
this is
from
our-
Philadelphia.
You know, we touched down and like we had the windows down in the car and I could hear the cicadas.
Yep.
And the air.
Yep.
And just the smells, and it's weird. You know, we all say this. We're transplants to the West Coast. And whenever we come back here, we realize that this is where we were raised, this is where we're from, because in all the craziness, it feels like home, and you guys feel way more of family than the West Coast does.
It's
It
true.
just really, really does. So we love being on the East Coast.
There's I think there's just a certain energy sort of on the East Coast. It's just not out there in LA or the West Coast. You know, there's a real honesty here. There's a brashness.
Whether you like it or not.
It's a transparency that
Yes.
I prefer. You know,
Me too.
you know what you're getting yourself into. You
Yeah.
can take it for face value. In Los Angeles, there's all these ulterior motives.
Yes.
So you're constantly trying to weed through the truth to figure out what's going on.
Yeah,
But here, I feel like it just kind
Well,
of
it's pretty simple, you know. I think people just want to be like really nice to you, whether they hate you or not. So it's like, oh, I love you, and then they'll talk bad about it. Here they're like, I hate you.
Yeah, exactly.
And you're like,
right.
I appreciate you being honest to me. I hate you too.
I love
but you
it.
know what? We can find common ground there.
There are two major things that people on the West Coast they affront, you know, to is if you interrupt somebody. By the way, it's not interrupting if you finish somebody's sentence. It's like simpatico, like you know what they're gonna say. So like when we're all talking and like somebody says something and you're like, and that's because of that, and they're like, exactly, that's what I mean.
What happens when you don't say, and that's because of that? You just go right in there. And
Like you just did, you just interrupted me.
Well,
literally right in the middle. But I'm cool with that because you knew where I was going.
But I waited for the right moment.
Oh, you thought that was the right moment. I didn't think it was the right moment, but I'm okay with it.
There was a moment.
However, on the West Coast, if you do that, it's like, I am so tired of you interrupting me. I don't get a moment to finish my thought. It's like, no, I wasn't trying to be rude. I just knew where you were going.
Yeah.
Oh, you know what I'm thinking? Yeah, I kind of do, because that's what it is. But
Was I right? Well, you
most
were right.
You were right. And then there's a volume thing. We tend to get a little loud on the East Coast.
Yes.
LA is very quiet. Everything is this. They say water, you know, instead of water.
I constantly get like, please don't yell, and I'm like, this is not me yelling.
Yeah, this is
Trust me, this is
You've
not
never
me
seen
yelling.
me
Yeah.
yell.
You've
Yeah.
never seen me very upset.
And I knew it.
Yeah.
And I knew it when I called down to the lovely in-room dining here this morning at Foxwoods, and it was waiting. She's like, literally, the woman picks up the phone. She's like, yeah, what do you want? Literally, I was like, my God, I love being back here. I'm like, can I get some eggs? And she's like, we charge per egg. And I was like, that's cool. Now, this whole conversation went on. If you'd been in LA, I promise you, those people would have thought she was the rudest person. I literally loved it. She was so honest, so face-to-face. And at the very end, she's like, honey, have a great breakfast. You're going to love it. We're going to make it great.
Yeah.
And I was like, I love being on the East Coast. And that's how we grew up. Literally, that's how we grew up.
For sure.
So many of the best memories ever are from our time here as kids.
Yeah, I know.
What
We
is
may
that?
come back to the East Coast. Come back.
know.
Believe me, we will.
We're
We will.
trying.
We
We're
will.
thinking about that right now.
We will.
You know?
What's going on with the fireflies, though? We were talking about
yeah.
this. There's no fireflies.
Has anybody noticed
There's
that?
fireflies,
Are there?
but they're here, but there's a big Yeah, there's
Less,
so
right?
We're talking about back in the 80s when we were kids.
You take jars out.
Oh my gosh.
And you could catch.
And I used to fill a jar and it would
Yes.
be my nightlight, you know?
wonder where
and-
all the fireflies went. Apparently
well,
in jars.
So here's the thing about fireflies. They are still up in Maine. You're right. Here's the thing about fireflies is that obviously they use bioluminescence, light, to communicate.
Here we go.
In particular, they use that light specifically for when they're going to breed and replicate, right?
Yep.
So
They actually light up.
And so in all these open spaces, we have now built not only buildings, which stops their field of view, but we also have all these incandescent lights in our parking lots and on our homes that completely trick them, and they can't read the signals that they're flashing.
So sad.
Isn't that crazy?
So they're probably
wonder
they're
if
on their way out, and it's really
Do
sad.
you think do you think in the firefly community they think they're getting stood up when they go to like the lights? They're like, no, she's not here.
Hey, I thought I saw these. Look at the lights. What the hell is this?
The audacity! I'm broken, and then they fly away heartbroken and never return.
Is it
true.
like a
Trauma.
Morse
That's what
code?
it is.
Like, do they blink?
It's exactly what it is.
So it's a
Joe.
blinking thing.
It's a Morse code.
That's
You're
amazing.
absolutely right.
That's amazing.
And it's funny, and females are very selective over
Really?
over a guy's light.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
As they should be.
As they should be.
Right.
What do you think of this light, baby?
And if you
huh? You liking this? Look at this, huh? I'm lighting up bright for you. Is that what they say?
Pretty much.
Pretty much what
Pretty
they
much
say.
how it goes. And if you want to dive a little deeper,
Oh no.
No, let's say very superficial.
there's also a silent assassin lightning bug.
Come on.
Which isn't an actual lightning bug. It is just adapted to have the same bioluminescence.
What are you doing? What are you doing? What's happening?
That's its behind.
His bioluminescence.
He's adapted.
This guy.
The silent killer.
When he
What was
comes
called?
in, when
What's
he
he called?
the assassin.
The assassin bug.
When
I
this
mean,
guy
like,
comes in, forget about it. All the other fireflies, they run in fear. This guy's.
They don't run in fear. But
Jesus,
it's,
come on.
it's actually not a male or a female signaling. It's a predator that eats the males when they come in to breed.
It's like the movie Species.
Yeah.
It's
So it's
What?
it's an assassin. It sneaks in. It's not a firefly at all. It just looks like one and has the same bioluminescence.
Could you imagine? Oh no.
Yeah.
No, Biggie. Hi.
just us fireflies.
Exactly. Yeah.
Pretty much what happens. Yeah, and then they eat the firefly when it comes in.
Wow, that's weird.
Yeah.
Wow.
So life is amazing.
How
isn't
do you?
it?
Can I? What,
Adaptation
how
in
do you know
our
that?
planet is fascinating.
But like, how do you know that?
What do you
like,
mean?
when
I
just
love fireflies.
But you love everything that
They
has
used
to
to
do
catch
with.
them in jars.
But I know that, but like, you read that fact? It just was one of those things you were just reading, or what? Like you just read in a book?
Yeah, I know.
or-
I saw a documentary about
About fireflies?
About fireflies. Yeah.
You watched a firefly documentary.
I searched
thought,
out
oh
on
my
firefly
God.
documentary.
He originally we were going to watch that Nathan Fillion show, Firefly, but it was an actual documentary. 'Cause it turns out they canceled it.
Wow.
And,
Wow.
Yeah, Andy told me I had to watch Firefly,
Yeah.
so I went and researched on my Netflix, and I came up with
Wow,
a documentary
that's
about Firefly.
unbelievable. Unbelievable.
Yeah.
That's amazing. Okay.
Yeah.
So they are still here, but not as much.
Yeah, I mean
Okay.
they're.
Are
and-
the bugs still existing? They're just not lighting up, or they're
No,
just
it's just when the
Is it like
when the
rattles-
babies come
it's
out.
not like rattlesnakes. They stop rattling because they realize that that's
Right.
actually attracting
Yes, that's
human
another
attention.
one, Andy.
so-
Good point you brought up
Oh,
there.
let's talk about this
On the
all
West
night.
Coast, they had these things throughout the 80s and 90s called the rattlesnake roundups. And I don't know if you ever remember seeing the rattlesnake head in that like plastic globe where they would literally
Yeah,
put
they
them-
had them at
Yeah,
gas
they
stations.
were snakes
were
all
everywhere.
over the place.
And that's because they were going around the West Coast and rounding up rattlesnakes. And how did they round them up? Well, they'd get in lines and walk through fields and make them rattle, grab them, and kill them. So what does that do over time? If you think about that, we're talking about decades. So we're talking about generations of snakes. Well, now only the babies that didn't naturally rattle right away were left. So those babies grow up, don't naturally rattle, and have more babies that don't naturally rattle. So now you've got a rattlesnake that's more dangerous because it's not rattling to let you know that it's in the grass. It's just going to strike.
Isn't that crazy?
And that's what's
We're
happening
so stupid.
to rattlesnakes.
We really are. We're just dumb. We're
Well,
dumb.
it's not that we're dumb.
Let's stop them from warning us that they're going to bite us. That's the way to do it. That's what I want to do.
You know, I just hope
It's like
that
sharks without fins.
Yeah.
Perfect. I love it. Now we can't see them coming, and they can just sneak up on us, and I love it. That's shark roundup. And we're going to get rid of this thing.
Well, actually,
'cause they're starting to know we're coming.
Speaking of a shark roundup, do you know that the shark population dramatically decreased after Jaws came out? Because
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
it became society deemed
sense.
them as some monstrous creature
That was
Really, they're just
Spielberg's
big
biggest
love bugs of the
biggest misgivings about the movie, and still to this day, he questions whether or not.
Yeah.
Even though it was his biggest. It launched him into being Steven Spielberg. He still questions about whether he should have made that movie.
He single-handedly
the sharks
decimated
that lost their lives.
the shark
But aren't
population.
they back? Aren't they back
There's-
now?
Things are starting to come back in certain areas. You know, as we.
I mean, Shark Week, I'm always watching that. There's tons of sharks.
Yeah,
and they're
but-
always watching.
They're
What are you
going-
laughing at me
'cause
for?
they're going
I mean,
specifically
not
to
all of us are shark experts. I watch Shark Week and I enjoy it.
Well, Shark Week is more for entertainment. So
Wow.
they go to the strongholds and then they chum the waters, bring the sharks in. So
yeah.
it's not really a natural
And they-
representation of shark numbers.
It's actually, yeah, it's true. They wrongfully misrepresent because it's like the news. They fearmonger. They just put all the bad stuff out there that you want to see. So you're like, oh my God, everyone's getting attacked, but really.
Which is even a bigger topic of conversation for all of us.
Let's
here.
leave the news out of this one.
Let's keep
As a
diving in.
species,
Let's keep
why
diving
is it
in.
that we are attracted to things that are chaos or upsetting?
It is weird.
Versus the things that are great, because it's really a reflection of us. We can't just always blame the media. And the media and our socials, they're kind of giving us what we want. And it's kind of a big topic to think of.
I will say, whenever I see like a high-speed pursuit or something, I'm captivated.
I stop. I know.
And then you get like local news. I love it. I don't know why. I'm like addicted to local news.
Yeah, you know what bothers me is when the freeway stops in LA and it's like a guy on the side getting a ticket or something, but everybody's just watching him, the gawkers, and it packs the whole
That
freeway
doesn't
up
bother me as
for
much
hours.
as what about the cops that slow it down purposefully?
Do you guys have that here? I don't remember that because
They go like this across the road.
They slowed down
against
create traffic.
like the turnpike or whatever, and all of a
It's
sudden
like
they'll
LA.
just slow it to a complete stop.
Because they wake up one day and they go, this is not right. There's no traffic in LA. We need to create traffic.
Yep.
Get out there.
Yep.
No,
Cause
it's
a
to
traffic
slow
jam.
everybody down.
If it happens here, that's what they do. You'll be driving great, and all of a sudden the cop will just put on his lights and slow you down to complete stop, literally for like 10 minutes, and then we'll open up the freeway. They do that here? No, they don't. They do, they don't. All right, well.
Really?
Connecticut has some of the worst
I don't know.
drivers.
LA is pretty
You
bad.
guys aren't good drivers out here? Pedestrians. Is that what you said? You're good walkers. Oh. All right, so we got Massachusetts representing over here that's saying Connecticut, not so great.
Oh, God.
Well, we got two sides of the room here. All right,
Welcome to the East Coast.
Hey!
We're back on the East Coast.
back,
Hey!
everybody.
Screw you. Let's get together, have a dinner, and talk about it. It'll be fine. It's all good.
Love it.
Wow.
Love it.
Amazing.
Yeah,
Hey.
there you go.
Yeah, that's amazing. Well, we our roots are certainly here. I remember. Do you remember like the Halloweens? 'Cause
Oh, my
Halloweens
gosh.
are not like
No, Halloween's your pumpkins rot because it's
they
100
literally
degrees
rot.
outside
You
in
can't
LA.
even carve them.
No.
Till literally a day before
Oh,
because they
they
will
do-
disintegrate
they'll just-
in LA.
Yeah, you'll go to pick it up and you'll just get the
Oh,
stem, and the rest of it'll just
it's
turn to like a marmalade. You're
Not
like,
to
what the
mention
hell?
All of our pumpkins had like the plague
They
last
did.
year by day one.
And
They're all spotted.
you can't wear really cool costumes either because you can, but you have to make sure because it could be like 85 degrees outside, and even at night it doesn't cool off. And if you have one of those really awesome costumes, you're sweating your ass off.
Joe
and it doesn't
spends a
work.
lot of time in very hot costumes, apparently. What are you
talking
wearing?
about? No, when I was a kid.
Burkas? Like, what are you
No,
doing?
burkas. No.
Mint coats?
No, but
No.
a kid out here in Philly,
Oh, my
you
gosh.
want as many layers on as possible going
I remember
out.
there were some
Trick or
Halloweens.
treat.
Do you remember when we were
Oh, my
kids
gosh.
before Andy was born, the good old days, and we had do you remember the dad and mom, they would drive us.
Yes.
It was so
So
cold
cold.
that we would
We'd
drive.
have the heated minivan.
Right, we'd jump in the minivan with our friends, and we'd get to the house, door would open, we'd run to the door, trick or treat. He'd come back in,
Yeah.
close the door in the heated car, and drive to the next house.
Oh,
I remember
yeah.
that's how cold it was. And in LA, it's just not like
And
that.
I've got these incredible memories of like the big oak lined driveways, and they would light put the little candles in the bags all the way down the driveway, and you see
Yeah,
the
it was
pumpkins
so
at the
cool.
end. It was just
Which
such a-
one? What are you
we got
yelling at us?
somebody had a fire?
Oh, I know,
yes.
I know.
Yes.
They replaced them with lights. Now they have
now
like
it's
those
LED
flickering
lights.
lights.
Is it
but-
true? This is kind of upset. Didn't people used to put candles on Christmas trees?
Yes.
That's insane.
Real candles.
Like, that's nuts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No wonder things burn
Yeah,
down.
they had a lot of fires.
I mean,
Yeah.
apparently.
I know. I know. Yep, joy to the world.
You see all those old, yeah.
Hallelujah, I see the lights. Nope, that's a fire. The tree's on fire, it's not the lights. They're twinkling. Nope, definitely not twinkling.
It's like Christmas Vacation.
Yeah, it is.
What did you do to my tree?
Put it out of its misery.
It was an ugly tree anyway.
We needed a coffin. A tree.
A tree.
No. Anyway, but we did, speaking of that, dude, I mean, how many, we would always, one of the great things that our mom and dad would do is that even though we were working a lot, on our off weeks and when we were doing the shows and stuff, they would always give you a week at Thanksgiving and 2 weeks at Christmas and New Year's. We would always fly back.
Yep.
So we would always have our traditional Thanksgiving and Christmases with our family here on the East Coast. And it was the greatest times of our lives. Not only that, but we would always do the Macy's Day Parades. Always.
Yeah.
I think for a while, like literally we held the record for like the most appearances. I'm not kidding, at the Macy's Day Parade. I don't know if that's been usurped now. It probably has, but because it's been several years since we've done it. And it was some of the greatest times ever.
Oh, those memories I have with you guys are incredible.
The best, right? Our godparents live in upstate New York, so Diane and Mel would come down, and we'd have our cousins come up, and we would all gather, most likely in New York, and we would have big Thanksgiving dinners there, and we would go see shows and the Rockettes and all these things. And
so great.
I remember the one year that we were actually in New York when Home Alone 2 Lost in New York came out.
Yep.
And we saw it opening night in New York.
Yep.
It was the greatest thing ever.
And that was an amazing moment.
Right?
And what's crazy to think is, and this is what things like the entertainment industry do, is that only a few years later I'd be working with that crew.
Right.
Isn't that crazy?
Yeah.
In a movie called Mrs. Doubtfire.
Yeah, that's
And
right.
It's just so wild. It's so wild what can happen. You know, I heard Steve Jobs said the most amazing thing.
You had to
before
name
he
drop.
passed.
You just couldn't have a nice family story. It had to be you and Mrs. Doubtfire and the name drop. And
No.
Steve Jobs. And Steve Jobs. Oh, you know Steve Jobs too?
No, I don't know
you knew
Steve
Jobs?
Yeah. I just read this quote and I was like, wow, that's really
God,
brilliant. And it's really true. And it's this that you see these people out there, entertainers, tech leaders, all these people, and we tend to think, gosh, they must be doing something different. They must be smarter. And he said the same. He said this. He was like, they're all not smarter than you. They just knew one thing, and that is, if you poke hard enough at the universe, something will pop out on the other side. And you don't even know, and you can't even comprehend. In fact, you shouldn't, because if I were to look at the mountain that I was trying to build, I never would have started. I just started trying to poke at the universe to make a small change, and you never know how big that can grow. And it's really true for everybody, and it relates to every aspect of life, and it's such a cool thing when somebody that makes it there has that kind of introspection to give that to us and say, that's really what matters, and it's very cool.
Well, to your point, I think that's true, because when this whole thing began, and I won that picture contest by a joke.
At Willow Grove Mall.
Right, yeah. And
when you say this whole thing, you mean your career.
Well,
you lost me, so you definitely lost.
This whole thing being,
and I love how you equate everything to
the career. Yeah,
this whole thing.
No,
these guys.
No. But this
it
whole
all
thing
started with a little photo contest.
No. But I was saying this whole journey that we've been on, and our family's been on for 44 years now. Can you believe that? I know.
It's crazy.
I'm getting very old. It's weird, but yeah.
But you know what's cool?
I appreciate it. It's
you know what's cool about getting older?
and then I'll finish my point. Sure. Yeah. Go ahead. Yeah.
Is that and I didn't realize. Obviously, you don't realize this, no matter how many times people tell you until you start to get a little older. But one cool thing about it, because there are a lot of negatives. One cool thing is that it's like we had this class together, right? Where we all kind of grew up together. And to see all your faces here and to kind of go through it together,
that
makes it so much more palatable and easy.
It is true.
Easier. So it's really cool that we all get to at least age together.
It's true. No, when we get to do this, and I often say, and I'll digress for a moment, but that we were able to, people that are our age, were able to experience that sort of last analog era of life. And I'm so grateful that we got to experience that. Well, I'm so grateful that we got to like go to Blockbuster and get VHS, because, and I'm so glad that we got to go to Tower Records out in LA, or you got to go to Sam Goody, or you got to go, and you got to purchase your CDs and listen to them, and then buy the cassette singles, and I'm so glad that we got to do that.
Do you remember actually making a mixtape?
Yes. Oh my,
actually
dude. What do you mean? I made them.
You had to record it off the radio.
Well, if you didn't have the song, you'd have to get it off the radio.
In real time?
Yeah.
Yes,
come on.
It would be coming on, and you're like, oh my gosh, the song's coming on. Push record.
Yeah.
It was crazy.
Yeah. No. And I'm so glad that immediate gratification was not available to us from the time that we were born. Because as much as I try to teach my girls, And the older ones sort of remember a little bit, but the 2.5-year-old forget it. Is that this instant gratification thing is not great. It's not great that you can have anything at any moment in a matter of a second. It was really cool to save up your money, go and spend a half a day in the record store or walking around the mall, just like those things. And I know we still do that, but not like we used to do it,
The aspect of community.
I miss it.
That's one of the reasons
I do too.
I really like Foxwoods so much, is because it reminds me.
It does feel like that.
Of a time of innocence, and I just love it. I don't know. It's lovely.
Yeah, no, it really is true. We walked through here and some of the carpets and stuff. We were like, these were in the movie theaters. Like we would go to movie theaters like Regal Cinemas in like 94, 95. It looked like this, and it makes you feel all warm and snuggly inside. But to your point, when you were getting back thinking like, you don't want to, if you looked at the mountain that you were trying to climb or build, you wouldn't do it. Well, when you start small, unknowingly.
Yeah, we had no clue.
They asked, oh, your kid's cute, put him in a picture contest. And my mom was like, okay. And then to win that, and then my picture was sent to New York, and then the agent to see it, and then they were like, okay, bring him up. I was 5. I didn't read, really. I could read, but not like read. And then they're like, can you recite this huge, page of dialogue? And my mom taught it to me, and I was able to memorize it on the spot and recite it back. Those little steps that we took along the way, the cattle calls. Do you remember?
Oh my gosh.
We would drive to New York.
The auditioning process.
Oh my gosh.
Such a weird thing.
After school, we would, our parents or my mom would pick us up. We would drive to Trenton, take the train into New York.
Yep.
Get out, and the first time we were there, my mom was robbed, literally robbed.
Yeah, robbed.
She had a little gold pin on her. She dressed up to go to the city. I mean, my mom, she dressed up.
One thing about our mom,
to this day, she doesn't leave her bedroom
without being like
heels and her hair and her.
She's ready, man.
She's incredible.
She's ready to go.
She walks around Disneyland all day in stiletto heels.
In platforms.
No joke.
I have no idea how she does it.
Yeah, it's
platform wedges, those cork ones that are like for hours. It's incredible.
And I tried to buy her like at least like a platform sneaker.
We've all tried.
At one point because I'm worried about her with the. Hey, she's further off the ground. If she falls, I mean, she's got a lot farther
like 5
to fall.
feet. She's 5 feet
Anyway,
tall.
so I'm trying to get her these like nice little shoes and everything, and she just won't do it. So I actually put in a railing down the steps because I saw her on these heels and she's going down these steps and she's like, oh goodness, Matt, can you give me a hand?
Sometimes she wears shoes and you look at her feet are like sliding around in the shoes.
Makes
I'm like,
me
how
so
are you
nervous.
Yeah.
It's true.
But what a testament, especially that generation, right? Man,
It looks amazing.
wow.
She's stunning always.
Unbelievable. What a generation.
She got robbed the first time, thrown into a trash can. I chased the guy halfway down the block at 5 years old, true.
Yep.
And she still took me to my audition, And she had Matt in a stroller.
Yeah.
I
was eating popcorn while this was
this
going
was
down.
1981. I mean,
placing bets.
Matt was 1.
Placing
I
bets,
was just 5. So it was kind of amazing.
Yeah.
But to your point, if we had really thought about what we were trying to do, my mom is a school teacher, still is. My dad sold insurance, still does.
Yeah.
We had no idea what we were doing.
Yeah.
And for it to go to those moments, and then those iconic moments on the Tonight Show, and then the pilots for NBC and the shows and all these things, and to be here today, we were just back there thinking like, what a ride! Like what a wild ride!
What a ride.
44 years.
Kind of very middle class.
Yeah, I mean,
very general kind of American family from East Coast transplanted to Hollywood. Like we really don't fit in over there.
We don't.
Let me tell you.
We really don't. We still don't.
No, we never did.
People are like always. They ask us even when we started the pod, and the pod, thanks to you guys, started to become really successful and everything. People were like, "Well, you guys must have a ton of celebrity friends. You just stroll them through the pod." And we're like, "Well, that's not really what we do. Sometimes we have guests if it makes sense. If they're people that are
But
part
really,
of our
we don't
lives.
have friends.
No, but it was like
Nobody likes us.
we know.
That's why we hang out with each other so much.
Yeah, it's true.
We don't have
That's
a
true.
choice.
That's true. Well, speak for yourself. I have a lot of people like me. No,
I don't know. I don't know about this.
for yourself.
But it's amazing that we know everybody, but like we're not friends with them. And like friends, if you use the word friends, it's got to mean something, right? You can't just throw it around like they do today. Oh, we're friends. It's like, well, what does friends mean? That means you have experience together, you have moments together, you have memories together.
You keep in touch.
Yes, it's not something where like you don't see somebody and all of a sudden it's like, you're my friend. Remember that one time?
I don't know.
Yeah.
I think a friendship can go without keeping in touch and be.
I'm not talking about that, but it has to develop over time.
But okay.
Right? If you don't have a great bond with somebody, if you don't have a great friendship with somebody, baby
wrong with
brother.
you today?
Yeah. Do you ever,
Someone's in a mood.
You know,
he was in a mood earlier. I'm breaking up fights with these guys all the time.
No.
I'm an emotional referee with these guys. These guys bicker like old
Joe's
farts.
he's got a crick in his neck from it
actually,
too.
feels
I've been
really
rubbing
good.
it out
dude.
on his old trip.
Man. Oh, it's so bad. It's so bad. It really is. It gives me a headache up here. It's terrible. But literally, I'm the only one. They're getting loud. They're getting snippy. The people that were in here when we were doing our little walkthrough, they can all attest to it. I was sitting here very calm, going, guys, can we not act like jerks? Please, the whole time. And I've been doing that my whole life. I could have kicked these guys' asses all the time, and I didn't do it. I was a good big brother. I didn't do it. I got my ass kicked a few times because Matt can't control himself. And it was a funny story. It really is true. And I think I've told it before, but you know, I was bigger than Matt. I grew much quicker than Matt did. Matt grew late. None of us really grew that much because we're not really that tall. But I was basically 5'9", and you know, at like 13.
Yeah,
I was the height
this
and weight
size.
that I am right now. And I thought I was going to be huge. I was like, I am going to take over the world. And the doctors, they all lie to you. They're like, oh, this kid's going to be huge. He's going to be 6'2". I'm like, yes! I did it because my mother's 5 feet, you know? And our dad's only like 5'10". And I was like,
You're filling out your application for the NBA.
Oh, I was.
Oh, it's coming. Just getting it ready.
I'm going to take over.
Keep it here till I
world
sprout up a few
domination.
inches.
World domination. And I literally did not grow at all. And all my friends kept growing. And I was like, wow, now they're all taller than me and I'm small. But I was always taller than these guys, just barely. But Matt, I grew way sooner. Matt was a late grower.
We are 11 and a half years older than
Matt
I am.
at 13 could have
We
been a
were-
toddler. You
Not
didn't
you,
know.
dude. We carried you around and potty trained you.
I know, but
you're welcome.
No,
all
but
right.
I'm-
You just how about a little thanks? We
You're-
never get any thanks from him. He's the man he is today, or half the man, because we gave it to him. I mean, you know, he'd be more of a man, but at some point he just stops listening, and that's the problem.
But you were making the But
Wow, what is it?
now I get a chance to speak.
By all means, Andy.
So I was saying you're making the comparison that you were like, I grew much faster than Matt. Well, hopefully, what do you think? You and I were neck and neck?
No, we weren't neck and
Was I
neck,
some-
Andy. No.
No, but
Strange
what
mutant
he's
child?
what he's saying is that even though there's 3.5 years between us, if I was on the same growth schedule that he was on, it wouldn't have been so crazy.
Right.
We looked 10 years apart,
Right.
12 years apart at one point. I'm not kidding.
Yeah.
I literally had this bulk. I was this big and I was
Joe
13,
is-
and Joe was a full-grown
Joe
man.
is creepily overdeveloped, and you were creepily underdeveloped.
Exactly.
All right.
Which
Makes
made it
sense.
really
And
odd.
you're just a creep, so it works out perfect.
Yeah.
Or
And
just developed.
Yeah. Okay, well, unfortunately, we know the real deal, but, you know, we'll keep it. Anyway, so, no, and my only thing that I would do to him is I would just sit on him. Like, when we got into arguments, I would just sit on him, but he would rage. And he would go out, if you let me up, I'm going to explode. And I'd be like, you're not going to hit me.
This is true.
So one time, I said, what are you going to do? What are you going to do? Are you going to punch me? Go ahead. And he reels off, and he literally knocks me in the face. And I was crying. I was literally crying. And that's the only time we ever really got into a real fight. Yeah. He would also throw himself into walls. I would pick him up, because my dad would be like, if you lay a hand on this kid, I swear to God, because you're so much bigger than him. And I would literally go, Matt, and he'd go, no! And
I'd
he'd
throw myself,
and he'd be like,
I'd pull a LeBron on
yes,
you.
you pulled a LeBron. It was a little flop. It was a, and he would sit there like this, like,
I did.
I'd be like, oh my God.
And I'd wait for one of the parents to come in and be like,
you
threw me against the wall.
Yes. My dad would I swear the guy told you.
The lip bite.
Oh, my dad, fucking, he just starts.
That's when you knew you were in trouble.
Yep. My
Matt
dad.
did this. He actually played possum with me as well. I've told this story.
It was one of mine.
But I was like
tools that I
5
would
years
use
old.
against you guys.
Hold on, I was 5 years old.
Yeah,
and
so?
somehow.
Oh my gosh, that's right.
I've told the story a lot, but we were boxing and I got him really good. We used to take kickboxing and stuff, and I uppercut him, right? And I think I knocked him down. I went, oh, Matt, are you all right? I'm 5. He's 8 years older. Are you all right? And he goes like this. Boom! In my stomach, and like sends me across the. I'm like, what? He sucker punched me.
Yeah,
a
he's always gotta
5-year-old.
win. It's the middle child thing. He's always got to win.
You know,
he always has to win.
It's never a good time to grow up. You're 5 years old. You need to know how to take a punch from your brother.
That's
Apparently.
right. That's what we
You're
do.
gonna get to work,
Wait,
and you're
let's
gonna
just
take a
preface this
punch.
by saying I had a huge padded glove. When I say these boxing gloves were like huge and padded, they were like this.
They were.
But he did catch me with a good one.
He did.
Right on the chin.
He did. He did.
You did good, Ed.
That was the East Coast.
Yeah.
It was the East Coast. It was-
5-year-old putting him to work and punching him.
Work! Work! The East Coast. It's true, though. Anyway, our greatest memories are here from the East Coast, for sure.
Definitely.
Yeah.
A lot of
And
incredible
then when we moved out to California, things were different.
Hollywood, baby.
Hollywood, yeah.
Wow.
Right? Yeah,
Got its claws in us, and every time we try to get out, it pulls us back in.
Well, yeah, it's been a long ride. It's been a long ride, but we got good stories from that too, don't we?
Oh my gosh!
I mean, we got
what the business also gave our family. Were some the most incredible
memories.
We got to travel
and
together.
How lucky are we though? I think one of the, and I just this is I just came up with this. I just came up with this.
What the hell was that?
Because they just
Yeah,
got it.
no.
Whoa! Listen here. I just got a revelation.
So weird.
I think because most Hollywood stories and stuff, because we were a family unit and we worked together, what a blessing, because we got to travel together too and spend so much time together. Normally, if we weren't working together, we would have been pulled apart.
100%.
Even more than we were, and we were still pulled apart.
Especially with our age and stuff like that. You know what I mean?
But because we were able to stay as a family unit, I think that's what really kept our heads on straight and kept us able to kind of forge through the thicket and come out on the other side together, because we started together, and that's something really special.
We really were each other's best pals.
Yeah,
absolutely. And we did everything together.
So we prevented the Hollywood horror stories a lot of the time.
We did.
Because we were always there.
Oh, I say it all the time.
I mean, life had its ups and downs, don't get me wrong, but we did avoid all the massive pitfalls.
Yeah, and I've said this, but I'll say it again. If it was just me in this business, I definitely would have either crashed out or just have removed myself from the situation if I didn't have you two guys apart.
Yeah.
For sure.
Well, I appreciate that.
Yeah, without a doubt.
And I think so. I think the same goes for us. Definitely for him.
Well, for me, I think.
Anyway, where am I?
I think I got to stay in.
Where are
it
you,
'cause of these
Andy?
two
Where
guys,
are
you
you?
know what I mean?
Yeah, well, you can. No, you'll take up the back. I paved the way. Matt sort of kept it going. You're gonna take up. You're gonna take up the rear.
I think
You're the caboose.
I think to myself. You're the caboose.
The caboose.
I think to myself, I can't leave these two
aging
cripples.
Yeah. It's all right, we go get up.
His back's always out. He works out so much, his back's always out.
Now, my back feels great, bro. I have a little hip thing because
What about
the glutes
Wait a
get
minute, your
little tight.
shoulder. You were just talking about the creak in
No,
your shoulder.
no. That's the it's
And
the
I love Joe.
tension.
He actually brags about it.
It's
This
the
is true.
stress
He's been
and
in
the tension and then trap. It gives me a headache.
Let me
but it's
finish.
not an injury.
He has been in impeccable shape his entire life.
Well, I appreciate that.
And this is true. He says he's never had a major injury, which is right. He just has tons of little ones.
Yeah, little
all
ones.
the time.
But I can still work through it.
Never injured.
I've never had to have like a lower sciatic. I never had to have like injections. I never, some of my friends now, I look at some of my friends, I'm like, what's the matter with you? They're like, I'm like, what's happening? I'm sitting next to them like, oh my God, what? You're really old. I guess I'm that old.
Well, that brings me back to when we were talking about like high school reunions and stuff, running into people that you've grown up with over the years, because we've worked with people for 40 years. And sometimes you see people, you're like, my God, you look great, no time has passed. And other times you see people and you go, oh my God, so much time has passed. Are you the same person? You're terrible.
You're the last knight in the tomb from Indiana Jones, The Last Crusade.
Choose wisely.
Oh my God. That was on TV today, by the way, up in the room.
I'll always watch it when it comes on.
Indiana Jones, they're doing some they just keep replaying on TBS or something. Oh my God, it was so good.
Pedro Pascal's playing the new Indiana Jones.
He better not be.
Just kidding.
No.
Oh,
no. We had this conversation on our pod. It better not be him, and it better not be, Chris Evans? No, I don't want Chris Evans. No, I don't want Chris Evans. Chris Pratt maybe could do it.
No, he's got the Guardians thing.
No, you know who's gonna? I think the guy that was on that.
I'll do it.
1920 or 1922 or so. You know what I'm talking about? He actually would be good. He would be good. That guy.
Yeah.
This guy. That guy. He's great.
Oh yeah,
He's got
Brendan
my vote.
Skellner.
Honestly, he would do good.
Yeah, he's pretty good.
I
like him.
He would do good. Yeah, well
I
done.
like him. All right. He would be, all right. That's not.
Indy.
But
Hello, Indy.
Yeah.
But in this crazy world of Hollywood, we do have a couple of stories from our youth when we had some crazy interactions with other celebrities and things. And
we do have some of those. But you know what's crazy is our stories were always on more of a personal tip.
Absolutely.
It wasn't like, because when we made a connection, if it was a connection, I know that, obviously, and Andy can talk about this, I won't, but, Andy's relationship with Tom Arnold and Arnold Schwarzenegger, and when I met John Travolta and when you met Robin Williams, but when we met these people, they actually became like part of our family.
Yes.
So it was not the few really close relationships that we have with other like famous people were genuine. Like they were friends. Like we did real family with them, not like Hollywood stuff. You know, we didn't go to their premieres and that kind of stuff. It was really like, and like I remember that.
Well, I was a
funny
drug,
story.
I was a drug mule for the.
You
for
were
the
not
Arnolds.
a drug mule for that. What the hell?
Sort of.
What are
Okay.
you talking about?
Let's explain this.
I was.
Please explain that.
I've
'cause
now,
that
I've
sentence
now,
sounds
I've,
There were
I've
no
ex-
drugs
I've
involved.
accepted it, and I'm
Andy-
aware of it now. So
He loves saying it. That it's not true.
Anyway, so
sort of. So back in the when Cuban cigars were highly illegal, I was filming in Canada as a little kid. I was like 6 or 7, and I was very good friends with Tom Arnold. And
Well, you'd done his show.
I'd done a show with Tom Arnold. He like took me under his wing, and his best friend was Arnold Schwarzenegger. So these guys would hang out all the time.
Because they had done True Lies
They'd
together.
done True Lies, and Tom would pick me up with Schwarzenegger, and we'd drive around. And for some reason, these guys got a kick out of putting a cigar, like lighting a cigar in my like a little 7-year-old's hand, and just hanging out of the window of Tom's Bentley. I don't know why, but like they would.
It was the
'cause
90s,
it's
folks.
hilarious.
They
They
were
would
arrested
laugh.
today. It was the 90s.
They would laugh their asses off. They'd be like, "Here, hold this," and they would just crack up, and people would.
believe you're doing
Ah, you're so funny.
Yeah, literally, you're so
We would
funny.
pull up to our house.
you.
We'd pull up to our house. No joke. No
believe
joke.
it.
We'd come back from working.
Yeah.
All right, we knew that Tom had taken, because Tom always had, he was like, hey, Tom Arnold, I'm going to take Andy to see a movie, and probably Arnold's going to come. We're going to.
Yeah.
So great, because we knew him really, really, really well. Because my mom and dad were both Hawks, but. Anyway, and we'd come up, we'd be pulling down the street, and outside of our house, the Bentley would be there.
A Bentley
with the
blowing
windows down.
smoke.
Yeah, smoke coming out. I was like, who is this? Snoop Dogg? No, it was Andy with literally, and we would drive into our driveway, and Arnold would be like, "This kid is so funny." You love him back in there. We were waiting for you. The movie got out, and anyway, tell them the story because.
Oh, so anyway, I was coming back from.
I mean, it's just like what the
Cubans
hell?
were allowed in Canada, so they coaxed me into bringing back a bunch of cigars for them all the time, and I would line my jackets with cohibas. And I'd go through security, and they would always ask me, they'd be like, "You have anything on you, kid?" And I'd be like, "Oh yeah, contraband, jackets lined with it." But they would never
He'd have on his little hat with the spinner. You know, my mom would put him in that dumb hat with the spinner, and
They'd
she
never
would literally
check.
go, "Nothing," and she'd flick it, and he'd go, and you go,
Mom didn't know.
Okay.
No, Mom didn't know.
She didn't know until
Nobody
later.
knew.
That's right.
Nobody knew this.
Yeah.
That's right.
We're like, how is he
Actually, I
getting?
don't know where I got. Maybe
How
they
is he-
sent them to me. I don't know where I got them,
Yeah.
but I got them. And yeah, for a couple times, I brought back quite a few pounds of cigars.
Of
Were you
illegal
in-
cigars for
Well,
Arnold
you went to
Schwarzenegger.
and you went to see movies.
Oh
Didn't
yeah,
they smoke it in there that one
yeah,
time?
yeah. We went to go see. They took me to see Speed 2.
Oh, you don't want to miss
And,
that one.
at Universal, like Universal Studios on Lancashire in LA, and they
Speed 2.
They
Remember
closed-
that one?
They
The
closed-
classic.
We went to go see a
That
matinee.
was called Cruise Control.
Yeah, Speed 2 Cruise Control.
Yeah,
And
they couldn't get Keanu Reeves, so they got Jason
Jason
Patrick.
Patrick, you know.
Slid him in there. and that didn't
But
work
they
too well.
closed the theater down, and we smoked cohibas in the theater. Well, they smoked cohibas in the theater. I was eating popcorn, but they were.
Can you imagine little
Here we
Andy
go.
sitting between
Speed 2. Let's
Tom-
do it. You're like, what?
Tom
the-
Arnold and Schwarzenegger
Buddy,
smoking
buddy,
cigars,
buddy, yep.
and Andy in the middle with his popcorn watching Speed 2. I mean, not a classic, that one. That's what they took him to see.
We also went to go see 6 Days and 7 Nights. That one I was disappointed by.
Yeah.
I don't know why. Well, I wanted to go. I thought Harrison Ford
I just
action
pictured
movie.
this 7-year-old.
Yeah.
This movie sucks.
Well, I was with these guys, and I'm thinking we're gonna like. I loved action movies, and I'm with Schwarzenegger, and I'm thinking we're gonna go like Tom Arnold. We're gonna go see
Yeah,
a
Harrison
action movie.
Ford.
Harrison Ford movie, great, and it's
It's
I'm
a
like,
love. It was a rom-com, man.
Yeah.
The
Yeah,
three
it
of you
wasn't-
boys.
Anne Haitian and Harrison Ford. I'm
David
like, this is
Schwimmer was
not-
in that too.
I think so.
Yeah, it was all right.
It was a
actually
good
liked
movie,
the
but it
movie.
just wasn't. You know, I was like, I wanted.
By the way,
Predator.
Andy talked just like this at 8.
Yeah.
Just so you know, he would come
It's the
home and be
weirdest
like,
thing.
"It didn't do it for me. Didn't really do it for me. I don't know. I liked it. He was explaining the things we could just. Everyone was
No,
just
it
at the table
wasn't
going.
that
I
good.
mean, you're 8, dude.
the
He was
cigars were
Boss
good.
Baby. Did you ever see that animated?
It's true.
What are you looking at? I mean, that's him. Literally him.
Yeah.
It was kind of an amazing thing.
It started 8 months too. He couldn't
did.
walk.
Oh my God.
And
We-
you'd
well,
sit him
that
back
was-
on the
that was our
couch, and
fault,
his
yeah.
feet would be like here, and he'd have this big old belly, and he would sit there, and Joe and I would tell him jokes, and he'd laugh like he was like a
Belly
7-year-old
laugh.
man. He'd be
Yes.
like,
Like a monster. A monster.
he couldn't do
You
anything.
did.
And then he would
You
start.
did.
And then he would start from this little position. He'd start making up his own jokes. So he couldn't walk, but he could talk.
Yep.
So
Yeah.
knock knock.
Yeah, oh my gosh.
A bird. And you're like, who is this?
Why do I
this
sound
thing?
like I sound like Cartman or something?
I
You
know.
did. You sounded like Cartman.
Funny
You
thing
did.
is, Andy was potty trained at a year because he would watch us and we'd take him to the bathroom.
Yeah.
But we carried
That
him
sounds
everywhere.
creepy.
We carried him everywhere.
You creeps.
You loved it.
I don't think so.
You loved it. You
I don't think
literally
so.
begged, Goody, He used to call me
Take you to
Goaty.
the bathroom
He
with
used to
you?
call me Goaty.
It's true.
And he would say
Me
35
too.
Goaties in a row. Goaty, 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 Goaty. To the point where my grandfather, Pop, we love you so
Love you,
much.
Pop.
He would literally go, what? And he would speed talk. Pop, 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 pop. He'd go, can we slow down because I'm old and I can't hear you. That's what he'd do. And he would robo-talk. He'd go, Goaty, 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 Goaty. Where are you going? I think I'm going to go to the bathroom. Can I go with you?
Yeah.
You can go with me, sure. So we'd go to the bathroom every time, but he was potty trained, but he couldn't walk because Matt and I carried him everywhere.
We just carried him everywhere.
Everywhere. So my mom finally just screamed and said, you got to put him down because he's never going to learn how to walk. So he'd be in this jumper thing.
To
that we
strengthen
put him
his,
in,
his
legs. And he's got cinder block legs because of it. He would bounce all day. Hours. You know those things you'd attach him across a door jamb and they'd have and the seat would be in the middle. And Andy, I remember, Matt and I we'd have full days.
Full days.
We'd have breakfast and Andy would be in the jumper and we'd walk by and go play a video game and come back and
Still in the jumper.
wow, we gotta take him out probably. So we took him out and then we gotta put him back in.
Yeah.
What are we gonna do? You know, because
The crazy thing is, I still do this.
he still does it. But that was funny, man. I'll never forget that sports thing. Remember when Tom Arnold got stuck in the...
Oh my God,
Oh,
yeah.
my goodness.
What did he do?
gracious.
So Tom Arnold one day,
Well,
another
no,
story.
they dropped me off early, and I needed to go to the bathroom, or he needed to pee or something. We couldn't get in the house, so he decided that the doggy door would be a.
We had a
good way
doggy
in.
door off of our laundry room. Yes.
Yeah, he got stuck.
Yes.
He got legitimately stuck in the doggy door
And triggered the alarm.
Triggered the alarm. The cops came. They
And Tom
handcuffed
Arnold is
him.
half
His
in our
ass is out of our house.
and half out.
And there's nobody there except 7-year-old Andy.
And Tom, and they cuffed him, and they were like, "What's going on here?" And I was like, "He's my TV dad." And they're like,
Is that what he calls himself? Pervert!
Yeah.
You're out of here.
"Yeah, they did." But luckily, Mom came home,
Yeah.
and then they
That is
released
so
Tom.
great. Yes.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Yeah, it was. I mean, you know,
Anyway, but a dear
What a
friend
life.
still remains a friend of ours to this day.
he's a really
Truly great
good
guy.
dude.
Really is.
Really
Really
great.
is. And I actually I was able to do a movie with John Travolta, who has become a dear friend of ours for 40 years as well. And it was really wild. Again, one of the most amazing guys ever. Truly, like one of the kindest
Yeah, he's
people
really,
ever.
really kind human
and
being.
you know,
Good
really,
man.
I mean, when we met him, I got a movie with him called Chains of Gold that I did in 1989.
It was a
And
good
it's
movie.
crazy
It
to
was a
think-
good movie.
It was actually a great movie.
Yeah.
It was actually going to be. It was going to come out in the theaters. He had just done Look Who's Talking, and it was going to be big and everything. It was very much like New Jack City. I don't know if you guys remember that movie, but I played a kid who was selling drugs to support my mother, and he was a social worker who came in, and then I got kidnapped by the drug lords, and he had to go in and save me. Had like Benjamin Bratt in it and Hector Elizondo in it. It was really great.
Yeah.
Amazing soundtrack. We shot it in Miami. I'll never forget it. I actually got that movie on my birthday. I got it literally on my birthday. Yeah, in 1988. And then, yeah, crazy. But regardless.
A few months after I was born.
Yeah.
That's
It
probably
really
why.
is true. And
I
we
brought
shot
the
it-
magic.
We shot it in '89, and it was. I'll never forget this because my mom was freaking out, you know, because John Travolta, and we had only seen. I mean, obviously Grease. Matt and I knew him from Grease.
Yeah.
And we had seen Staying Alive.
Staying
too, which,
Alive.
by the way, is a sleeper. Don't sleep on Staying
This
Alive.
guy made me watch it 450
Matt and I
times.
were, and we were obsessed. We knew all the words. I know. Well, I couldn't watch Saturday Night Fever, obviously, because that was a little too graphic. But this one was great, and it's become a cult classic since then. But regardless, I'll never forget it. We were down at the Doral Golf Club in Florida, which is in Miami, which is where we shot that movie.
I'll never forget it.
You know,
But that's what he just said.
yeah.
No, I mean for a different reason.
What?
Because
The
I got
golf
to,
carts?
not the golf carts,
What?
because I got to go lizard hunting
Yeah, you did.
while you were working.
You did.
I caught so many lizards in Florida. I fell in love with Florida. That was it. I was like, I gotta live here.
You know what? There
All
were-
of my friends literally were just all on all the trees all the time.
He would go hunting all
Yep.
day long and bring them back to the rooms.
Yep.
Matt and I also, we
Oh,
out
yeah.
outside of our room, we had this huge bush. I mean, massive bush. We were up right above it on the second level or whatever it was. And one day we took a golf cart and we stole it. I parked it in there. And I said, Matt, let's save this for later.
Yeah.
So we parked it in there and we saved it. And we took it out the next night and we parked it back in there. And then we told my mom, and we said, Mom, let's take a drive. Nothing is more beautiful than the golf course at night. She was like, okay, and there's a lot of frogs and things like
No.
that.
So I was
We're gonna
happy.
go
I was
frog-
like, I'm gonna go
took
frog
Mom?
hunting.
Took Mom.
Yeah, we
She
took
went with
Mom
us.
out.
Yeah.
Why would you?
I don't know. We just
I
did.
don't know.
Anyway, so I don't know why we should have just gone by ourselves. We took
Yeah.
Mom. But anyway, and we get cruising, and she's like,
Yeah.
"It is beautiful." It was one of those warm Miami nights.
And we got way
to
out
the
there.
18th hole.
Yeah, way out there, man.
And the golf cart dies
Dies.
because we had not
In the middle of
recharged
the
that thing
night.
for a week.
We didn't know.
No, I didn't even think about it. It had been sitting in the bush for a week. My mom was so pissed. We had to walk 18 holes back to, and the sprinklers came on.
Oh, yeah.
It was a nightmare. We got back through, my dad was like, what the hell happened to you guys? We were drenched. It was true.
Yeah, muddy and drenched. I loved it. I came back with a frog in
Yes,
each
you
hand.
did. You did. You came back with these massive bullfrogs, right?
Yeah.
Crazy. But anyway, the next morning, there's this knock at the door. My mom was eerily, like, overly, hi, sir. Yeah. He's knock at the door, and I'll never forget it. And what's crazy, dude, is when we did this movie, how about this? John was 2 years younger than you are right now, which is wild. Because I thought, I know, he was 35, and I was thinking to myself, this guy's a grown man. I was a kid. But he opens the door, and he goes, hey, how are you? I'm John Travolta. It's so nice to meet you. My mom, like, literally almost fell over. And one of the greatest, my first experience with John, and he's done this ever since, because he's a big foodie guy. He loves food. And we've flown all over the world with him, having amazing meals. Literally, truly. He's literally flown us all over the world.
Yeah, he has a, I think he's
incredible.
actually selling it.
What?
So
His
online
Florida
he's selling
home.
the
That
Florida
one.
home.
Yeah, that one.
Couldn't believe it. Anyway, but he has a runway, and he just flies in and pulls his jet up as if it's a car. And goes right into his hangar, which is his garage.
At his house now, I don't know if you know, most people have driveways. He's got one of those, and he also has a runway. So he lands in his backyard, big like a huge, big 747 plane or whatever. 737,
727, I think. Yeah.
Some 777.
But he has a big plane that he's converted, and then he has smaller planes that he flies for local trips and stuff like that. And he has a couple of old fighter pilot, really cool stuff.
But he would literally go, hey, this restaurant, I've been craving this food.
Yep.
It's about 45 minutes away. You guys want to go with me tonight? And we're like, yeah, sure. And
We're in Florida. We fly up the coast.
So we thought drive.
No,
we
fly.
never would think. And he's like, let's head to the hangar and I'll get my co-pilot to fire up the jet. And we're like, fire up a jet? What planet are we on right now?
Fly to dinner in his Learjet.
Crazy.
Didn't he do that with Deep Dish? Didn't he want
Chicago.
He was
right.
obsessed with Deep Dish, and he was like,
Chicago.
let's go to Chicago.
Yep, flew to Chicago,
We're
got
in
our
Florida.
pizza, and flew back.
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
Truly.
Insane.
Amazing. But we, what is it? Who said something out there? I heard something. What? You got our travels in. We did. Yeah, we did.
Got lots of our travels.
Anyway, so we go down to the restaurant. This is the first time I've ever met him, and literally he opened up the menu, and I didn't know this at this time, but he would open the menu and he'd go, all right, you know what? And the waiter came over and he's like, I think, do you guys know what you want? We're like, oh, I don't know. I think I'll have burger. He's like, okay, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to have this side. Give me this side of the menu. Because he liked to try things. He loved the smorgasbords, and he still does. So he would try a side. He would order a side of the menu, literally.
Yeah,
and his
this
favorite
half
drink,
of the menu.
yes, and his favorite drink ever was iced tea. And he got my whole family hooked on iced tea.
Oh my God, I was drinking iced teas for like a decade.
We have for years.
Yeah.
I'm immune to caffeine because I was drinking them since I've been 2 years old.
And he was ordering iced teas from that. No joke. So literally, but he is an iced tea connoisseur.
Oh my goodness.
Okay, it has to be like freshly brewed, and the lemons have to be ripe. Otherwise, he doesn't like lemons. It's so funny. And we got down there, and he's so nice about it. There's no attitude, no star trip, none of it. So when I tell you this story, he was literally the kindest person ever. And they bring over the iced teas, and they're bringing all over our food and stuff, and he takes his first sip, and he literally goes like this. He goes,
well, we're all sucking them down. The whole table's like, oh, these are great, John.
Amazing.
We love them.
He goes,
yeah, and he's like,
sorry. Excuse me, I'm sorry. Hey, excuse me. Is this freshly brewed? They're like, what? He's like, when did you brew this? And she's like, probably a couple hours ago. He's like, would you mind brewing us a fresh pot of tea? And she goes, you want fresh tea? He's like, I'm sorry, it tastes a little off. And they're like, okay, sure. So they brew an entire new pot of tea for us for our iced tea. And we have lemons, because he loves lemons. And he takes the tea and he goes, he drinks the tea, puts lemon, and he goes, And she goes, it's great, perfect. You know what? I'm so sorry. Something is still off with this tea. He goes, perhaps it's the lemons. She goes, what? He says, what? Can I see the lemons that you're cutting these lemons from? Bring the lemons, and he goes, yeah, these are not ripe. See this green? I'm not kidding. He's like, this is not a ripe lemon. And what it does is when it gets into the tea, it ruins the taste of the tea. Okay, the tea gets bitter, and when the tea's bitter, I can't drink the tea. Okay? Literally.
Yeah.
She goes, okay. Well, he says, can you bring out the lemons? So they bring him this bowl of lemons, and he's like, these are all from the same batch, aren't they? She goes, yes. He goes, do you have limes? And she was like, yes. So they bring out limes. And I swear to God, like 30 minutes later, he finds the limes that are right, and we drink the tea. And that's John. And he's done that Every time we've gone out to eat.
There's a scene that he's in Get Shorty.
Yes.
That reminds me of him.
It is literally...
Because Danny DeVito walks down at the restaurant with Gene Hackman and Rene Russo, and they're sitting at a table, and he picks up a menu, and Danny DeVito plays a big movie star in the movie, and he's like, "Did you guys order yet? Let me think. We'll have some omelets with the tomato and the onions on the side. Just bring everybody a fruit platter and coffees and thanks. All right, guys. Well, I gotta go." Yeah. And he orders for everybody, then he leaves.
Yes.
And he leaves, and that reminds me of John, because that feels like what John would do. He would order a menu.
We go to Stringfellows with him in London. We go to all these amazing places. Gstaad, Switzerland. He took us down to the Caribbean. The way he orders, he loves it. And once he watches you eat the food, he's like, "Are you loving it? It's great, isn't it? It's great food. So good." He's that kind of guy. Yeah. But the sweetest, most generous human being on the planet.
Oh, absolutely.
Nobody could get away with that. But he was so respectful and kind that you're like, okay, look, the guy's paying, $5 for an iced tea. It's got to taste right, And that's his theory. It's like, I'm paying. It's just got to taste right. It's got to be good. And that was it. Yeah. And that's John, right? I mean, he was literally a part of our lives and has been for 38 years. So it's pretty amazing.
Awesome, dude.
Yeah, and you had that experience with Robin, right?
Yeah,
it's the same kind of a thing.
Yeah, absolutely. Not quite like that in the sense that Robin took a real investment in me personally. And he was cordial with the family, of course, but John really wanted the family.
He did.
He wanted the family around all the time.
We went down
For
to
me,
Daytona
it was more with Robin. It was much more of it's odd again because it's so interesting as a child or as a young adult when you're really thrust into this adult world and you have adults. Like I have these memories where it's strange. I really don't see myself as a kid, even though I was, because the adults in the room did not treat me as a kid. They treated me as an adult. And Robin was the same way. I'm thinking now, I'm like 12, 13 years old, and the fact that he really took me under his wing, but in a way where he wanted me to see what he was really going through. Like he opened up to me in that way, which is just wild to think. Like I'm thinking to myself now, like with a kid, if I was struggling like that, would I be as vulnerable in front of that child as he was in front of me? I don't know what it was. We definitely had a bit of a connection there with that. I think he understood that I was kind of a pensive introvert by nature, and that's what Robin is by nature. It takes a lot, but once he sparks, man, does he burn brighter than anybody I have ever seen. Yeah. And the most incredible experience I had with him on an acting level was he really wanted to try out Mrs. Doubtfire in the real world. He'd only done it for screen tests and for the crew. He wanted the real world experience.
Oh, wow.
So he comes over and he grabs me. He's like, and he's all made up as Mrs. Doubtfire, and he's now talking like Mrs. Doubtfire. So it's not Robin, and he goes, "Hey man, would you like to go for a little walk?" And then he goes, we got to see if this is going to work, So we go out and we're walking the streets of San Francisco.
Can you imagine?
And he's, doing the whole thing, like he's, hitting me real hard just to see if he could get people's reactions, and then
why'd you have to hit me so? That was actually
because that's what he did. And we see this little cafe, and he's like, "Let's go in there, let's go and see." And sure enough, there's a table with a few elderly ladies. And when I tell you, a half an hour goes by. He has these ladies laughing, crying, and all the spectrums of emotions you could imagine. They exchanged numbers. I mean, they did not doubt that this was my caretaker for a second. Anyway, we walk up the street in silence now, and he just goes, "Yeah, I think we got it."
Isn't that amazing?
And walk up the street.
Isn't that amazing?
Amazing, man. But at the same time, he really did open up to me about what was going on with him. And that was such an invaluable experience because he really equated it to certain things he had done in his life that he thought maybe could be preventable. And so he really hammered that home with me. And even though I had an incredible example in Joe when it comes to, trying to do the right thing, trying to treat your body as a temple, not put bad stuff in it, he was had a really big impact because even though you have a brother, and he's my older brother, I kind of wanted to rebel, being the second in the middle. I wanted to be different. I wanted to try the things that he didn't try. So who knows what I would have gotten caught up to. But I'll tell you, every time I was in a room and that stuff was around, all I could hear was Robin in my head going, "It'll ruin your brain. It'll ruin your brain." I couldn't do it. Couldn't do it.
Isn't that amazing?
So he saved me from that stuff, And then I realized getting older, oh my goodness, that's why he did it. That's why he took this young kid. He clearly saw in me that I think he knew my whole storyline, right? An older brother was very successful. He could tell I wanted to rebel. He could tell I had that spirit in me, that pensive spirit in me. And he was worried, I think. And he really opened up and showed me, hey, you can have this, you can have these great fleeting high moments, but you can also be stuck with this if your brain doesn't react right with it. And that really changed the game for me. Changed my whole perspective on things.
Yeah, it's amazing. I mean, like, also growing up the way we did, they didn't coddle us.
No.
And I'm thankful for that because I feel like, look, you're a kid. There is a certain innocence that needs to be protected and maintained. But you don't need to coddle kids. They're very well aware of things. They understand things, the complexities of things, even the entertainment when we were growing up. Like family films were not dumb. They weren't these stupid things that were made for kids. Like Goonies and Back to the Future and all these amazing things. Pretty in Pink, 16 Candles, Breakfast Club. I mean, we could go on and on and on. These amazing movies.
Ferris Bueller.
What children are watching Pretty in Pink and 16 Candles?
Dude, they
little
were like
children?
Not little children.
Little tiny kids?
This guy is unbelievable. Literally, like, I'm talking
No,
about...
the point is that a whole family
Thanks, Matt. Thank
could
you.
go and see it.
Yes.
If you had little kids,
Yes.
Well, that's
they
a
could
family
go.
film. That's not made for children.
But that's the point. They weren't actually making, like, a lot of silly
family
movies. They were making movies that the entire family could see. If you were a kid, you got out of it what you got out of it.
Sure.
The innuendo, the veiled
They went
stuff,
over your head.
It went over your head. They used to make a lot of great animated movies like that too, where like the jokes would be for the parents and we'd be laughing, oh, it's so funny. And the kids, I mean, they're just enjoying it for face value.
I think I became more of an animated fan in my 20s with like Finding Nemo and all these incredible movies that came out. I was in love with those movies even more than I was when I was a kid.
Exactly. To your point, Reese, man, he's over here enjoying his moment. Recess. Oh yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you. I love you. Love you so much. No, it's funny you say that because another amazing comedian who had struggles was John Candy.
Yeah.
And
There's a new documentary coming out.
That's right. That's right. Well, I knew John and got to know him so well. He played my dad in a movie called Summer Rental, and it was an amazing experience. Talk about another awesome guy. I was down there. He had young kids. I was down there. He had his whole family with him the whole time. He had whatever struggles he had gone through, and I wasn't privy to that, but he had gotten himself on the straight and narrow for that period of time. You talk about highs and lows and ups and downs and weight gain and weight loss and all these things. And he was on a real strict Pritikin diet, which I had never heard of, but I remember it because the chef at that time was making all these specifically prepared meals for him. And he was in the best shape he had been in years. And he looked great, he was happy, and his family was there. And it was a wonderful time. Carl Reiner directed that movie, who was a legend. Carl Reiner was a very old school Hollywood guy, but he directed Mary Tyler Moore Show, and legend. He was an actor actually as well, and was in Ocean's 11 with George Clooney. These are years later, and lived an incredible life, almost like 100 years old. But I was down there, and I never forget that John treated me so wonderfully, and he was a big fisherman, and he took me fishing, and I had never been fishing. I mean, I literally caught a couple little things on literally, our dad and grandfather took us to the pond, remember? We had wooden sticks with like lines, and we would pull out little pond fish. But I had never been on a reel or anything. And we're filming this is in Daytona Beach, Florida, which is where we shot, and St. Pete Beach.
Yep, same.
It was awesome. It was awesome. 12 weeks we shot that movie down there. And the first time that I'm on a reel, I put it off the pier, and I catch a massive flounder. And flounders are really hard to reel in because they're bottom and they're low. And anyway, we got this thing in, and the greatest thing ever was that they were able to cook it. The chef actually cooked that flounder for John Candy because it was part of his Pritikin diet, and he ate it for lunch. Isn't that
I was going to say, you released it?
No, he ate it.
No, he ate it.
It's the 80s, bro.
Woo!
We didn't release it, man. We ate the fish we caught back in the 80s.
Oh my God.
When we caught a fish, we ate that.
Barbarians.
Real barbarians, yeah. Anyway, but that was amazing. And he also, believe it or not, talked to me about health. I'll never forget it. I turned 9 on that movie. And
God,
I was talking to him. What?
You looked old. You were 9.
I told you he grew up fast.
You looked like 15.
I did not look fit. You idiot.
20.
No, wait. Joe, did you work with John Candy before I worked with John Candy? Or?
Yes.
No.
Yes.
How'd that
Planes,
go?
Trains, and Automobiles was after. You did that in '87. I worked with John in
crazy is
'85.
that?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. As a matter of fact, Mom said he mentioned that to him.
Really?
Yes. So it's in the family. Yes.
Wow.
Yeah. So because I was with John for like 12 weeks, and I played his son in that. So, but he would talk to me. I was a big. He-Man, Master of the Universe fan, and I had He-Man.
I can see it.
Thanks. I had He-Man with me at all times.
Did he have the goofy haircut?
Yes.
Yeah.
He had a bowl cut, but so did I when I was a kid.
That makes
you know,
sense.
maybe why I loved him so much.
I guess so.
He was also shredded.
Yeah, I get it.
And he had a really cool sword.
Could you imagine if you still had a bowl cut?
It was shredded. That'd be funny.
He'd be like Nathan Fillion from Superman.
He's come up twice tonight.
Yeah.
I like Nathan Fillion, by the way.
Me
He's
too.
a
I
good-
love
he's-
Nathan
He's a
Fillion.
good dude.
Yeah. But anyway, thanks, Andy. Wow, way to take us.
I don't know.
Hey, your Nathan Fillion anecdotes. Fantastic.
I love Nathan Fillion.
Me too. He's a great guy.
He's a
Okay,
great dude.
Fantastic. Great. Let's have him on the pod.
We should.
We will. So I had my guy sitting there. He's like, he's in good shape. And to your point, he would talk to me throughout that movie about health, fitness, staying, drinking right, taking care of your body. He would talk about that to me. And, I didn't know the demons that lied behind his travels, too, because a lot of that stuff, eventually took its toll on him, too. But it was, he was an amazing guy. And I'll never forget that. I sat there with Carl Reiner and George Shapiro, who went on to produce Seinfeld and these other things, and myself and John Candy, and he ate the fish that I caught. So, these are really, those are the kind of the memories that I take.
This is not quite as a glorious memory, but I just remember I had an eating moment. I worked with Robert Loggia. Do you know who Bobby Loggia is? Did you ever see, what is Big? You know the guy in the Bobby Loggia? And
Can we go by Robert? Bobby. Only
that's what he
personal
said. He
friends
said
call him
Bobby
that. You're
Loggia.
such a-
And he had salmon. And
Wow.
and it was so awful because he wanted to run lines. And he
wow.
would bring me into this small little hot, like 100-degree trailer in LA. We filmed a movie in Simi Valley. And would eat this salmon, and it was the worst experience ever because it just smelled so bad. And it was so hot.
You went into an aquarium with Robert Loggia.
Pretty
and
much.
Ryan
Yeah,
Lyons.
Bobby Loggia, and he ate
Bobby
fish.
Loggia.
And it was so bad, dude. So your
was great.
fish story was,
He was great and big.
he's an amazing
I
actor.
actually loved him in Big.
He's an amazing actor.
You're a toy man.
He's awesome,
He was
but
great.
yeah, he was.
You guys like Big? That's another great movie from the 80s. Well, anyway, there's so many stories we can go down. I was able to, tap dance with Sammy Davis Jr., and I was able to work with Bob Hope and do some USO tours and Bob Hope Christmas specials.
Well, that's where the
and-
traveling comes in there because
Yeah.
we went to Europe. That was like the first time our family ever got to go to Europe, and we were in Italy.
That's
and
right.
and we got to meet the
Meet
Pope.
the Pope, which is really
Like,
cool.
how does that happen?
Yeah.
And it's
Believe it or
just-
not, we made him friendship bracelets.
know.
Remember those in the 80s? You had that?
Well, now
Okay.
they're big again because of
They
Taylor
are,
Swift.
They are big again. Yep, because of the Swifties. Oh, God. All right. And yep. No, she's great. And, yeah. Single-handedly ruined football. No, she hasn't. No, she's great. No, I love her. No, she's great. She's great. She's great, although I got to say, as an Eagles fan, it was pretty sweet last Super Bowl. I think they left early. I think
they left a little
yeah,
early.
Taylor swifted her way out of there pretty quick. I think when it was 34-0, she was
Yeah.
like, "It's time to go."
probably-
But anyway, I'm just
right.
kidding. I'm kidding. I am
we're
a
just
big
big
fan.
Eagles fans.
Huge.
all
no,
right, so
I'm a big.
We
she's
are
great.
big Eagles fans.
We
so
are,
it's
but
tough
she's
to-
great.
Yeah,
Anyway,
she's great.
The point
Now
is,
Jason Kels.
Jason
He
Kelce.
is my hero.
Yeah, he's a man.
Yes. Anyway, I don't even know what I was saying now because you guys.
Sorry.
interrupted me.
We
What
start
was I
talking about
saying?
the Eagles. That's all we think about now.
Oh, the Pope. So we made him. Thank you.
Friendships.
These guys. Thank you for listening. You see, they're just talking heads. They never take anything in. They just. Where was I? I don't know. You said Eagles, and my brain blew up. All right.
Wait, what were you talking about?
Yeah, friendship bracelets.
Oh, and the Pope. I met the Pope.
Yeah.
Oh gosh, Andy,
You were
you're a
not
mess.
born.
No, I met a Pope, not the same one you did.
You met a Pope,
I
but
met
not
the
the
guy,
one we
the
did.
one after.
The one after.
Oh,
The
my
one-
gosh.
One that we met was cooler. But
I don't know about
anyway,
that.
so you weren't allowed to give him stuff, okay? They're not allowed to take anything.
Yeah.
They're not allowed to
And-
touch, right? Anything?
Yeah. And so we're standing right there at the front, and he comes over, and inadvertently, Matt and I hand him our friendship bracelets. And all of his, Pope guys come over, and they're like, hey, no. And I'll never forget, he goes, no. And he took it, and he literally, from our own hands, he took our friendship bracelets and literally held them. He looked at it and went like this, beautiful, and then he gave it to his handler.
And tossed them over his
No,
shoulder.
he did not touch.
Great children. Thank you. Next.
You're such a putz, dude.
That would have been
Oh
epic.
my God, I wish we had a jumper. I'd put him back in it. He could just go bounce for the rest of the show right here. You're such a jerk, man. Wow.
The Pope is like Ryan Reynolds when he's talking to a child. Do you see this thing, Ryan Reynolds? Yeah.
He was rude.
He was rude as a little kid.
Oh my gosh, it was going viral, right? That thing.
I don't know if he meant to be, but it did come off. a
Well,
bit
you know what
rude.
it was? I don't think he was trying to be rude. He was just being snarky. And
Yeah.
sometimes with kids, you don't need to be snarky.
Well, you don't. Yeah, when it's a 6-year-old, maybe.
Yeah, asking you a question, he's like, "Can we get to the question?" But he was doing this Ryan Reynolds thing, but it just didn't work, because I think the kid was like,
I think the kid got a little sad.
yeah, he was asking him.
Wait, what Pope did I meet?
And he said, I don't know what the hell you're talking about.
I met the Pope. There's a picture of it.
I think you met somebody
that was
at a costume
that
party.
was on a set.
Yeah, it was a
No,
fake Pope.
it was the
a fake
actual
fake
Pope. No, it was the actual
It
Pope.
was a Pope posing
Nope.
as a Pope, but he wasn't
I got a
actually the
picture
Pope.
with the Pope, and I got a picture with Nancy and Ronald Reagan.
That you did.
Not
because,
the Pope, though,
because
buddy.
I was able
No,
to...
I did. I'll call Mom right now.
Call her.
Call her up. That...
She'll tell you.
Actually, call her up.
Call her.
That... We did meet Ronald Reagan, you did, and Nancy, and I actually performed at the White House a couple of years in the 80s. I performed, I got to perform at the Easter egg hunt a couple times at the White House, and I performed with my parachute pants and everything in the 80s, for all of you older people out there like me. I sang Let's Hear It for the Girls. Remember that song? Let's hear it for the boys. Well, I changed it to girls and adjusted a few of the lyrics, and I sang that song for Ronald Reagan. And I'll never forget, he was like, beautiful. I'll never forget it.
That's the song you chose to sing.
Well, I could do
to
a little
Ronald
break dance.
Reagan.
I could do a little break dance to it. So it was like bum 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 bum. My baby, she loves me.
God bless America.
Oh yeah, 'cause she loves me, loves me, loves me. Always have a real good time.
Great song. Great
Dude,
choice.
Denise Williams, amazing.
You killed it. You crushed it, bro.
All I had to do was flip it, and it worked. Perfect. Let's hear it for the girls. And I'm surrounded by girls now. I have 3 daughters of my own, and that's the way it works. So there it is.
Yeah.
I know. Are you going to call
I
Mom?
texted her. She's not texting me back.
What?
She has this event tonight, so I don't know.
She's busy.
Oh, you don't understand.
Mom's busy. Mom
Hold
is
on.
never not busy.
This is so funny
My
to
mom
say.
is-
Okay, my mom has a way more prolific social life than Andy and I combined. She's got more friends. She's going out at night. Even though she works, she's a teacher. She's Saturdays and Sundays.
I
she's
actually
got
don't
her
know how
friends
she
here.
does it.
I don't know either.
I don't know how she does it.
I don't know how she does it either.
I'm
Mom
exhausted.
has more energy than all of us. It's
I know.
really wild. She's constantly on the go. Honestly, her engine truly is sort of what. Are you literally calling her?
I'm calling
is
Mom.
truly what sort of.
Hey, Mom.
Keep it brief.
We're still on stage. I just got a quick question for
We're
you.
doing a live pod
We're
on
doing
stage.
the live page. The live pod, yeah.
Thank you.
There's everybody for you, Mom.
Ah. Hey, Mom.
I was there.
I wish you were here too.
Yeah, we miss you, Mom.
But I took care of all the lizard issues.
Thanks,
They're all-
Mom.
Nice.
I asked my
Yeah.
mom, it's really hot back in LA. She had to run the misters because my chameleons were getting a little overheated.
Could you ask Mom what?
Thanks, Mom. Okay, Mom, here's the question. Joe and I
Met the Pope.
I met a Pope.
But Andy
Yes.
is convinced that he also met a Pope.
A Pope, not that Pope. A Pope.
No.
Well, maybe.
wish he'd hung up.
She's
She's going to cover for him. She's going to cover for him. She's going to go, well, maybe in his
Okay,
mind he
no,
thought
no.
he met a Pope.
You know that I think his soul was in me. So
Come on.
Good job, Mom.
Yeah, you met a Pope.
We love you, Mom.
Oh, you're the
that's
best.
the truth.
All right.
That's the truth.
Yeah.
Honestly.
He did meet Ronald Reagan and Nancy.
Yeah.
He said that, and we believe him. We were there for
He's
that.
got phantom memories, Mom.
I thought
It's
I met
okay.
a Pope.
Oh, man.
Who is that strange man?
He was there the whole time.
Who is that strange man in the white?
You're, dude, I
Yeah,
don't know.
no, bro,
I
I don't know what that
Whatever,
is.
man. We'll
All
dive
these
into that
memories
later.
are-
That was Uncle Robin in his bathrobe, man.
All right, Mom.
Mom, we
All
love you.
these
You want to say
memories are
goodbye?
coming back.
Goodbye, everyone. I wish you were there.
All right, we love you, Mom. I'll call you when we get off.
All right, we'll call you when we get.
Hey, by the way, I did find my keys.
Mom, we're
my God, we're
okay,
literally
we're in the middle of a podcast.
I'm so happy you found your car keys, Mom. I love you.
Goodbye.
Bye.
My mother, literally, she has been looking for keys. She literally loses her keys and literally goes, that's it, they're gone, they're gone. Every time we would be like, I found them.
Yeah. No, they've been gone for a while.
No, this one this has been a couple weeks.
What is this? Where did they go?
I don't know.
We
It was
don't know.
So bad that she tore apart her room trying to find them.
Oh.
I gave her an important piece of paperwork, like the other in an envelope, and within 3 seconds she lost the paperwork because her room is in such a mess from trying to find the keys that she couldn't. So I had to go find the paperwork in her room and take it out and stash it someplace safe.
the three of us are gonna have to go on a major scout hunting expedition through
love
Mom's
it.
bedroom for her keys.
If we're not careful, we're going to lose Mom in there, too.
I worry about that daily.
She burns hot, but you know that fire honestly fueled us and kept fueling us, and you know, and honestly, really, our parents drove home sort of the family thing. You know, it's always been about family with us. And look, it's not perfect. It's messy at times. And you know, but
I'm still thinking about this.
But you get through it. You didn't meet the Pope.
What the hell?
And,
I think I need therapy over this now.
You're gonna have to talk to Mom about it, Ann.
I feel like I'm in a therapist's office with these couches up here.
Yeah, I know. We normally have stands, like chairs and stuff.
I wrote a few questions. This reminds me of like a siblings therapy thing. Like if we were in therapy together.
I'm not doing it.
What?
Yeah.
I'm not doing it, bro.
I think it would be fun.
Please, he's always doing this.
It's like I want to bring up.
Andy did a little research on Freud.
I love Freud. I saw a documentary on him.
There he goes. He saw a documentary on Freud, and this guy has been Freuding us like.
He's changed
a
lot of perspective.
No, and he's looking at us, and we'll have a normal conversation, and be like, right, and you know that. How do you feel about it? I'm like, Andy, stop with the Freud shit, man. We're not.
No, let's do it. You don't need to lay down, but just lean back.
We're not doing it.
Just lean back. I'm gonna ask some questions. I wrote a few questions.
Where are you going?
I'm gonna come behind here.
Why? No, if you're the therapist, you have to sit
Freud doesn't get behind people.
I want to talk
It's even creepier.
I want to lean back.
No, nobody gets behind.
Lean back.
Ed, please don't touch me. Don't touch me.
Lean back,
Don't touch me. Get off my ear, bro.
Let me rub your earlobe.
No.
It relieves stress.
Wait a minute. You just spit on me.
This is the way it's done, right?
This relieves stress.
First of all, bro, get off my earlobe, bro.
All right, Ann, let the healing begin.
Okay.
Let's go.
The first question is
Why
for
are
Joe.
you so close?
The first question is for Joe.
I can feel you, bro. Every bit of you. It's
Tell
weird.
me, Joe.
Yeah.
Can you hear me? That's the question. No, I'm just kidding. Okay, first question.
I'm literally gonna.
When you see your younger brother succeed so well,
What?
he reaches such success,
that's-
do you feel the pride or do you feel the crushing, soul-cracking envy?
Well, when he reaches that level, I'll feel a lot of pride.
Okay, now it's time for the maths question.
No, God, he's spitting on you too, I think.
Maths question.
Oh my God.
Do not lie to me.
This is uncomfortable.
Freud is very affronting.
Freud
I'm not
can
liking
smell favoritism like schnitzel in the oven. So who is your favorite brother?
Oh, come on.
Nobody's listening.
Clearly, Freud, you don't have any siblings.
No.
Does Freud have siblings?
I don't know.
I'll look it up.
I didn't watch that much of the documentary, obviously.
It does. I'll tell you, it doesn't sound like you asked that question. You can't
look
pick
it
up.
up.
Okay, here's another one for you.
I love you equally.
Describe the earliest memory of your brilliant younger brother in the spotlight.
This is the worst thing ever.
I thought you would ask for my earliest memory.
Yeah.
Which is a good story, actually.
Well, what's your earliest memory?
Oh, wow.
My earliest memory, guys, is me.
In the womb.
No. It doesn't go quite that far back.
Sigmund Freud had 9 brothers and sisters.
I knew it!
You didn't know anything.
I was keeping it...
Anyway, so my earliest memory
Unless you know better.
for me is through crib bars looking at our grandmother in the rocking chair.
Yes.
That's my first memory.
Matt,
It's as far back as I can think.
I think that was county, and you were about 19. Okay, next one is...
No, you know what?
That
dude?
could have
That's
been
right.
it.
That's right. No, you're right.
No, I remember it.
Yeah.
Remember it like it was yesterday.
That's awesome.
Joe.
Mimi, right?
Joe. Oh, mean. Yeah. Okay, Joe.
Oh, God.
Now,
Please, man, look, you got like another minute of this.
when you were a child, did you compete for mother's affection?
No, she always liked me best. Always.
I'm not sure about that.
I was the firstborn, man. You don't ever replace the first.
I don't like that question. Okay. This is backfiring on me. Last night, when you were sleeping,
Yeah?
did you dream of acting or did you dream of plumbing?
Plumbing?
This is really a Freud question?
Yes. Very symbolic. Very symbolic.
What did I dream of last night? I went Maya and beyond.
Joey's dreaming of Blossom. Okay, good question. That's your answer. All right, let's go one more for Matt.
My sister?
One more for Matt.
Okay,
this is
I'm ready.
a very easy question. It's very easy, so just answer how you honestly feel.
Okay.
If the house was on fire, which brother would you save?
Come on! It's the same question.
Okay.
It's the same exact question as last time.
Freud's a splitter. He's a damn splitter.
She's trying to put a rift between
He's a gaslighter and a splitter.
Okay.
What?
Would you give your little brother?
Did he print these
Andy,
out?
Would you give? Oh, that's true. That's true. He would.
I mean, I don't know if I can live with myself, honestly, after that. I might as well just stay in there myself.
Wow. And let's see. What's the last one here? Okay, last question here. Would you sign over all your future paychecks to your youngest brother, Andy?
Sure.
Okay, there we go. There we go.
Done.
Andy, were those real questions? Were those real questions or those questions that you just wrote?
I just made them up, but I
Oh
thought
my
the paper
God.
looked good.
You do the accent? I thought you had. Oh my
No,
God.
I didn't prepare for that. Were you kidding me?
Oh my God.
Great.
He really was trying to Freud us, though. He watched this documentary for the last week.
It was actually not the Freud documentary. It was the Conan podcast show where
Conan
he pretends
O'Brien?
Yeah, Conan pretends to be Freud. It's hilarious if you haven't
You
seen it.
watch Conan.
That's why you did this?
pretending to be Freud, and you said you watched a Freud documentary.
Yeah. I don't know. I thought it was so funny. I was like, I should steal this.
Wow.
I would, Conan, come on the pod, baby.
The pod, baby.
I met Conan.
We were on Conan.
No, I was on Leno. I never did Conan.
Oh, that's true.
I wanted to do Conan because I loved Conan.
Yeah, I think you did do Conan right after you met the Pope. I
No.
think that's when you did it.
That's what it was.
He met the Pope,
Let me
and
tell
then
you
he went and
guys.
he did Conan O'Brien.
exactly
I've
no,
had
wait,
a hell
that
of
was
a
me.
ride. A hell of a ride.
It's actually been an amazing ride.
Yes, it
hasn't it?
has. It really has.
It has. I think we should do. I think it's time we should do a little.
Why don't you guys ask some questions?
Yeah, you guys want to ask some
I've
questions?
asked some questions. Now it's your turn to ask some questions.
Should we do a little like Q&A?
You guys have
A
anything
little,
you want to know?
What do they call it? Ask me anything.
AMA.
Used to be a Q&A. There was no such thing as an AMA.
Wait, what is questions and end?
Questions and answers.
But where's the
You know
end?
kind of the way it works. Where's the end?
Q and A.
Questions
It's not
and
Q. But
answers.
I thought you were doing like.
It's the ampersand.
I thought you were doing the letter, like Q N A. I'm like, what is that?
Q&A.
Yeah.
What, you mean like it's an acronym?
Well, you said AMA. What does AMA stand for?
It's
For
Q,
questionably not available? I
It's
don't know.
questions and answers.
I know, but you said Q and A.
That's
Okay,
how, is it not
let's
referred
move
to as
on.
a Q&A? It is. Yeah.
But is it Q and A?
Oh my God.
Okay.
Yeah, if you want with it, yeah.
It's like an ATM machine, right?
It is.
Yeah.
PIN number.
Oh yeah, that's a good one. There's already a number in there. Why do you need to say the number?
It's the way we
It's like
do
an
it.
ATM machine.
It's the way we
It's
do
in
it.
It's in the machine. It's already in there. You don't need to.
It's the way we do it.
All right, questions. Let's ask some questions. I
Wow.
can't see anything.
All right.
Go for it.
I'll say, first of all, Joe, your bracelets look amazing.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, they're beautiful.
Thanks,
and
thanks.
I just want to know what movie you guys plan on doing next, or if you have one in the works.
Well,
We got a
actually have-
couple in the
Because
works.
I
got a
love
couple
your
things in the
movies
works.
together.
We have a couple things in the works. We actually have a TV show that we're going to launch very soon.
Yeah.
Called the Lawrence Brothers Show.
It's a real stretch.
It's a real stretch.
Working
No.
title.
No.
No, it's actually
it
called
is.
Lawrence
Lawrence
Brothers
Brothers Show.
Yeah.
And it's super fun. We play versions of ourselves, but everything is it is scripted, and it's hilarious. And we hope you guys like it. We've been working on it a long time, so we're excited about that. In terms of movies,
There's two.
Yeah.
And they'll be out next week.
That's
Okay,
right.
No.
What movies are these?
No.
Why am I not in
We
them?
have a third installment to our little Christmas.
That's one.
That we're working on. We have not shot it yet, but there is the script is in process, and it's going to be really fun. We have a great. Yes. Yes. Definitely. Yep. We'll have everybody back. My wife. Everybody will be back.
Everyone's been recast except me.
Yeah, Andy. Yeah. And there's a couple other things that we're working on too. You know, there's some really exciting stuff that we've got going on. We have a graphic novel coming out.
Yep.
Which is really wild. And the Lawrence Brothers Detective Agency. That's right. And then that'll lead way to an animated series of that. So that'll be cool. So there's a lot of stuff, a lot of crazy stuff in the Lawrence Brothers universe. Sort of weird. Yeah. Anyway, thanks. Appreciate it.
Yeah.
What do I?
Yeah.
Hi.
You can just stand
Okay.
there. Come up.
My question is, what was it like being judged by Lynn on Dancing with the Stars? And would you ever do Dancing with the Stars, Matt and Andy? Because Danielle was on it.
I
this year.
know. I just talked to Danielle. When I texted her, I saw that she was gonna be. She didn't tell me. You know.
Danielle was actually on our pod when we were in Vegas.
That's coming out in a week.
That episode's coming out in a week. But she couldn't tell us. But yeah, she was.
But yeah, I know. So what was it like, Joe, to be judged?
Well, believe it or not, it was pretty cool. I think they really, that show has had sort of a journey into itself, right? Where when I was doing it, obviously Len was still taking it very seriously. And the judging was very hard. They were not giving away 9s and 10s. And then they got too easy, and then I think they started to go, wait a minute, we really need to judge this thing. It can't be like a popularity contest. When I did it, it was Mario and Emmett and I that were sort of battling it out each week. And it was a very large season. It was big, and we went on tour. And one of my first memories of Foxwoods, believe it or not, was that we performed here. The Dancing with the Stars tour, we performed here, and it was amazing. So when we got the opportunity to come back to Foxwoods, I was like, guys, I've been to Foxwoods.
Yeah.
I did Dancing with the Stars there. Anyway, and that tour was so much fun with Joey McIntyre and Drew Lachey, and we were all on tour together, and we were selling out. I mean, we were selling out, like arenas. It was crazy. So it was a great time. I actually super enjoyed myself. I didn't think I was going to like it. But because the competition was so high between the three of us, it really got me going. What do you want to say?
I just have something to add here so bad. I know it wasn't my question, but I have something to add.
Of course you do.
I'll never forget this.
Well, it is. She asked if you would do Dancing with the Stars.
Oh yeah, no, probably never. No, I don't like that idea.
What do you mean?
I don't want to dance.
You're the one that's got to do it, bro.
No, I'm not. I need to hide. I need an instrument to stand behind. But I remember I was so nervous for Joe.
Yeah,
that
me
I
too.
went once live, and
it was
I
the
must
worst.
have looked like I had come from hell.
Oh my gosh.
Because Bruno, I don't know if I should say this, but he looked at me and could tell that I was like just freaking out because I was so invested, and he told me my brother was safe that week, like before they even voted. Like he looked at me and he was like, and I was. And then you made it through. I was so nervous, though.
Well, listen. We're not giving it away.
No, I mean, he'd already danced. It's not like there was but he knew that.
They know because they're at that point they're getting in a lot of calls, so they know roughly, pretty much by the second week where kind of everybody places. So he was probably looking at it and going, no, you don't understand. He's placing. He's going to get through this week. Is what
All I know is that for our finale, it was the slimmest margin of vote totals ever.
Yeah.
I literally think, and don't quote me on this, but we were separated by less than 1,000 votes, all three of us.
Wow.
Yep. Yep. That's how tight that was.
Yeah, it was a. I remember
And
it was
they were
really
getting
tight.
back in the day. I mean, that was when the show was huge. I mean, it's still impactful today, but like 22 million
like
people a
Super
week
Bowl.
were watching that show for that third season.
Yeah.
And it was massive. So they were getting millions of votes, not just thousands, it was millions.
And I don't think I would do it. Only
Dude, you'd be
because,
great at it.
No, I don't think I don't know. The competition reality thing it's really, really tough for me.
You crushed on Masked Singer, bro.
No, I mean, but like that was so, I don't know, it's so out of the box for me that I think that was probably the last.
You found your voice, man. You became the songbird of our generation on that show.
True. We loved it.
I'll never say never, but I'm so happy for Danielle. I think she's going to do so great.
Oh yeah, she's
And
a performer.
she's
so
great.
If you're a performer, you're
great.
gonna and you embrace it. You're
Yeah,
gonna do
absolutely.
great.
Yeah, and she's got like she's talking like every day about the behind the scenes and what her journey is. Definitely follow her through that journey because it really is quite. I'm actually excited to see that she's putting a light on that journey because it really is. You go through quite a journey on these competition reality shows. You have no idea until you really do it.
It sounds terrifying, honestly.
It is. It's
I
a
don't-
lot.
It sounds so terrifying.
It's a lot because then it's like almost your worst nightmare. After a week of trying your best, you get to go out there and be judged by all of America. It's wonderful.
Well, and then like normally like okay, they give you a little bit of a leeway the first week. You get 3 weeks for that first dance.
No, you're 100% right, Joe.
And then you're like, whew, like you can feel just this weight lift. You're like, I did it. I got through it. Okay, and now you got to do it, and you have 5 days.
And
you're
then
like,
you got to, and then the
and
next
then they're
week,
going, and then they're going like, and now we're going to do two dances.
Yeah,
you're like,
it's the same with the singing thing too.
and you're like, what the hell? How am I going to do this?
Yeah,
but
exactly.
You find a way to do it. I mean, you really do. But it is.
It's over. It's like it swallows you.
I was
whole.
Matt during that whole thing because I could literally eat whatever I wanted. I was dancing like 12 hours a day.
Oh my gosh.
And Edita had me. We were burning, and I was just funneling food in. I was like, I can eat whatever. I'm literally my brother, because I got the Italian side, which is I have to be very careful about what I eat. But not during that, and I had a blast. It was actually really fun. It was really fun. I did Masked Singer too, and I didn't like it. Matt did great. But you know, it was different for me. They put me in some stupid walrus outfit. I didn't like the outfit. And they put me on for 90s night. It was like more of a gimmick, so then I had to be revealed that night, and I didn't like any of that. But I'm a competitive guy, so if I'm going to do something, I kind of want to try to win it, you know? But anyway, Dancing with the Stars was awesome. Thanks for your question. Who else? Hey.
Hi.
So you mentioned your favorite celebrity interactions. Any chance 1997 was your favorite fan interaction, Joey?
Really?
I was 13.
Wow.
And my dad came up to you guys were at the Keelani Hotel.
Yes!
Oh!
Our
And
favorite!
we saw Andy and Matt run. My mom loved you, Matt, from Mrs. Doubtfire.
Yeah.
And you were my celebrity crush.
Amazing.
And I was like, Joey's gotta be here. And I'm shaking right now remembering it. My dad walked up to you and was like, excuse me, Mr. Lawrence, could my daughter get a picture
I gotta see
with
this
you?
picture.
Let me see it. Let me see it.
Yeah, I was like, do you mind? I'm like obsessed.
No way. Dude. Look at that.
My gosh.
Oh, shit.
Oh my gosh.
I was like, thank you.
Amazing.
Nice. Thank you.
Got it?
Oh, wow.
That's my sister.
Oh,
She
let's do
found
it, let's
this.
do it.
Yeah.
Yeah, of course.
She found this.
Unbelievable.
And was like, do you want to go?
So
And I was
cool.
like,
Let me show this way.
Look at that.
I don't know if you can see this.
yeah, Joey, I mean, you look great, but like that was your prime. My friend.
I know.
Amazing.
I know.
Soulmates.
What am I going to do? 97. I mean, I was 21.
So I guess, favorite fan interaction.
That's
love
it.
it.
Keelani.
I love it.
Why did I sit all the way over
know.
here?
21, I'm
I think
unstoppable.
the
at
fan
21.
thing.